Steve, and today we're taking a look at the Apex ARS4 by Classic Army. So starting off, guys, right at the front we have pretty standard orange tip. There's nothing crazy going on. Moving back a little further, we do actually have a flip-up sight, which is very nice, included in the box. After that, we have our beautiful key mod rail that has this really awesome bronze anodized finish. I'm really falling in love with this bronze finish that we've been seeing on some of the new guns, including like the new Avalon and stuff, but I think they did really well for the finish of this gun. Looks amazing, and like I said, it's actually anodized, so it's not just like some paint that they put on. It's not going to just like casually scratch off or peel off or anything like that. So yeah, not just standard paint, so it's going to stand up to a lot more abuse than a standard gun finish. So again, we do have our key mod rail, cuts down on quite a bit of weight just because it is so milled out there. Moving back, we have our billet style receiver, which looks really awesome. Again, in that bronze finish, just again looks really amazing. Turning it around here, we do have our fake bolt. Unlike a normal gun where it would just lock in place, you do actually have to press this in the back here to lock the bolt. So you just press that down and you're good to go. It is actually ambidextrous release on that, so you can release from that side. Again, pull that back, adjust your hop up, do whatever you need to do, and you're ready to go. Also on the receiver, we do have ambidextrous mag releases, which are very useful, and then we also do have an ambidextrous selector switch. I do have a small gripe around the selector switch. When I did receive the gun, the screw that is holding this back one on was actually super loose, and it fell off immediately out of me pulling it out of the box when I got home with this gun. Tightened it up a little bit and it was good to go. You kind of have to find a sweet spot, because if you tighten it too hard, you're not going to be able to actually adjust it. So find that sweet spot, it'll hold in place, no worries. But again, that isn't just my little experience I had. So also in the back, we do have our rear flip-up sight. Very nice included. We have our bolts. So down here, we actually do have an enlarged trigger guard, which is very nice if you're using gloves with this gun. And again, just adds to the look of the rifle. Moving down, pistol grip, completely standard, black, feels nice in the hand. Nothing too crazy going on there. In the back, we do have standard crane stock again, nothing too crazy going on. Full metal buffer tube, and that's about it for externals. It's a really super solid gun externally. Really no complaints at all, except for maybe the fire selector and the little bolt catch, because you do actually have to do something manually other than just like pulling it back and it catching on its own. But again, that's not really a huge issue. That's just my personal preference there. So if we move into internals, this is where this gun's going to actually really start to shine. So it does actually come pre-upgraded with a tight bore barrel, which is going to help you shoot further and more accurately out at the field your first time going without any modification to the gun. You do actually get a pre-installed Mosfet, which I'll show you guys. Because there's another feature that I really enjoy going along with that. So we're going to pull off a little butt plate there, hopefully you can actually see that. But back here, obviously, we have our Mosfet, but something I really enjoy is actually wired to Deans, and I really wish a lot of companies would start doing that. Again, Classic Army's been really leading that kind of movement to go to Deans, but again, pretty much every other manufacturer is still using Tamiya. So I do really appreciate Classic Army kind of taking the leap and doing that. They do include a little adapter to Tamiya though if you're not running Deans yet, which I highly recommend you do. Go watch my best top 10 upgrades to do on a budget video. I do go over upgrading your battery to Deans. But again, you do get your Mosfet completely stock. It's just a really nice feature that I do enjoy they included. In the actual gearbox, this gearbox is going to be pretty much exactly the same as another gun I've reviewed, which is the Classic Army VCW. If you want to go watch that video, link is in the description. It has a little gameplay with it too, so you can kind of hear how the gun sounds in addition to what I've included in this video. But again, performance is exactly the same. Trigger response is awesome. Rate of fire is freaking amazing with a level 1 lipo. I just really enjoy it. You do actually get a quick change spring system. You just have to remove the buffer tube and you'll be able to get into that quick change spring. No problem. You need to tone it down a little bit for the CQB limits. Again, if you saw at the chrono, this gun is shooting around 290 FPS with a 2.28 gram BB, which is pretty impressive for a stock gun. But again, really enjoying this gun. Not a lot of complaints with it. Range and accuracy were pretty much on par with something I expect from this price range. Everything's super solid. So my final thoughts guys, this gun coming in at $350 really pretty much delivers on everything I'd be looking for. Performance is about equal to, I say, like a Crytek, which is in the same price range. And you know, that's just kind of like my standard for what I'd expect for a $350 gun. And this gun completely delivered on that. Externals are super solid, no complaints at all on it. They've added a lot of additional features that a lot of other companies aren't even doing yet, which I really, really do appreciate. And internally, obviously, awesome gearbox. We do have our pre-upgraded barrel, a Mosfet, and it's giving you everything that you'd expect in a kind of professional level gun, which is what this is. This is one of Classic Army's highest tier guns, and they definitely delivered on that. So in the end, guys, I pretty much have no complaints about this gun other than just kind of like the external stuff that really doesn't impair any of the function of the gun. It's just personal gripes. So honestly, they've really outdone themselves with this gun. And if you're interested, the link to Fox Airsoft's website is in the description. Again, it's $350. And honestly, guys, this is exactly what I'd expect for that price range. So if you're interested, please go down into the description, check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.